Welcome to Old House Comedy Show. Welcome to Who the Hell Do You Think You Are? Where every week we pick a celebrity and present them with their genealogy. This episode, we are joined by Miss Sarah Keller. She is a world-renowned actress that has starred in movies such as Titanic. Sandra is our very special guest today. We will be researching her genealogy and presenting it to her. As with all of our guests, they have no idea who their ancestors are and what their history is. And we will present all of this information to her today. So nice to be here, Sandra. I look forward to presenting your genealogy today. Thank you for inviting us into your home. Let's get started, shall we? Please, won't you show me around? Oh, right now we're standing in my kitchen. That's my dining room behind me. And my kitchen is in front of me. And yeah, I've been living here for over 10 years now, just a little bit over 10 years. And I like it here. And I love my job. I just love acting. And I'm so happy to be here. I just can't wait to find out about my family history. I've been dying to know for ages. No one in my family has ever cared much about genealogy, so that's why I reached out to the show, and I'm so glad you chose me. I hope I get to learn so many exciting things today, and I trust your expertise that you'll be able to do this for me. Okay, well, let's head to my office and you can show me what you found. I'm so excited. So excited about what's in this box. I cannot wait to find out. My life could change. My life could change just like this. My whole perception of where I came from and everything. Let's get started. I'm so excited. So here's the first stack of letters that we found. This stack of letters belonged to Harold Sherman, your great-grandfather. These letters are from approximately 1895. Your great-grandfather, Harold Sherman, wrote this letter in 1895 to your great-grandmother, Wilma. He goes on to say how sorry he is for his past behavior. He apologized numerous times throughout the letter, although it doesn't exactly say what he is apologizing for. Here's another document that we found. It states that he was in jail from 1892 to 1895. Now inside this box is something very special indeed. You just don't see these every day. We found your great-grandfather's personal agenda, or diary. Now let me see if I could just find the page that I wanted to show you. Ah, yes, here it is. And here's what he wrote. Today I got caught having sexual relations with the pigs. Now here's another document we found. It seems to be a listing of all of his favorite animals with their names. And after much inspection of this magazine, when you turn to page 79, there is an article that describes your great-grandfather, Harold Sherman. Ah, here it is. It is an article describing his trial before a judge. He was charged on 10 counts of bestiality. Well, it turns out that your great-grandfather escaped prison, and here's the map that details his trip. On foot, he traveled approximately 200 kilometers. When he escaped from prison, he traveled down south and ended up in a small town called Friarville. But on the way there, he pillaged many villages, 3 at least. Although they don't have the exact number, it is stated that he killed approximately 1,200 individuals.
Oh my goodness, this wasn't what I was expecting to find.
Here's a picture we found of your great-grandfather.
Oh my god, so cute. Look at that. Oh, that warms my heart.
Yes, and here he is at the age of 36.
So my great-grandmother traveled to Italy?
Yes, she traveled to Italy, and here we found a postcard that she wrote. She goes on to write that she is staying in Italy and will not be coming back. She has fallen in love with her brother. She apologizes profusely, but cannot deny her feelings.
Wow, this really wasn't what I was expecting to find. Let's move on to my mother's side, shall we? Oh my god, I never saw a picture of my mom's grandfather. This is really exciting. Tell me more. What is my legacy?
Show me the picture.
Oh my god.
So here's an insurance document we found of your mother's great-grandfather. It was later found out that he murdered your great-great-grandmother by poison. We found 3 letters written by your great-great-grandmother, and it states how many beatings she received a day. It was obviously just a terrible situation. She wrote to her neighbor explaining how your great-great-grandfather had many affairs. She caught him in the barn on many different occasions, and one time with a horse. The 10th time was with a pig, and she goes on to explain how the chickens were terrified of him. She then writes to her neighbor saying how ill she feels. She feels as though she's being poisoned. We found your great-grandmother's, their daughters, report cards. Here is her progress report for grade 5. Unfortunately, she failed grade 5. We were lucky enough to find 4 other report cards. She failed 3 more times.
Oh my god. Are you sure you have the right family?
Unfortunately, yes, this is your family. I'm very sorry. Here's a picture of her in grade 5 on her 4th try.
No, I was just maybe expecting something a little different. I don't see any resemblance to her at all. Okay, let's look at this document. Maybe we'll find something good.
Here's a picture of your great-uncle Charlie. Yes, that's Charles. He just liked to dress up as a woman sometimes. When he permanently decided to become a woman, he wrote this telegram to his wife. Bon voyage. But now I have something extra special for you. An original photo of your great-great-great-grandparents.
You have an old photo of my great-great-great-grandparents? Wow. This I gotta see.
And here they are, Mr. Jonathan and Sheila Kirkwood.
Where's the eyes? I don't see any eyes in the picture. Do you see eyes? Because I really don't see eyes.
I was wondering if you'd actually pick up
Where's
on that.
his eyes?
He lost both of his eyes when he was attacked by a skunk, but could not afford new eyes. Now here's a picture of Gertrude with her lover Lucille, along with Alfred and Joan. They all had a son together, your grandfather, Herbert. Now here's the fire that your great-great-grandmother set in 1829. This fire killed approximately 550 people, including 10 dogs, 6 cats, and 15 children. It's horrible, horrible.
This sucks. I've seen all of your shows and none of them have been like this. It's really messed up. You mean all this stuff is my family? Wow, I'm really afraid to look. You know, I'd really like to talk to the producer because this is nonsense. I tell you, nonsense. How am I supposed to go and out in the world and continue making movies when I have a history like this? Please, something's got to be done. You know what I was expecting to find more talents, more skill. All I'm seeing is nonsense. I haven't seen one positive thing about my family. Can you please find one thing positive? Do you have one thing positive for me? Show me one thing positive about my...
We found this original key of your grandfather's. So even though this key was used to hold all of his stolen money from the banks that he robbed, not a lot of people can say that they have a key that belonged to their grandfather. Just look at this piece, my dear. This should make you smile. It is 24 karat gold, pure and very valuable. Finding this piece was an absolute miracle. We have a great team of researchers. It belonged to your great-grandfather, and he used it as a murder weapon. What a great piece of history, and it now is yours.
Oh my God, seriously? Oh wow, a wooden box. That's interesting. Where did you find that? And who did that belong to? That was my great-great-great-grandmother's box. Wow. Oh, I'm afraid to look inside.
Now this piece was very hard to find. Only expert researchers were able to find this for us. Ooh, just look at this beautiful piece. I just can't get over its beauty. Ooh, don't you think it's just beautiful? Our expert researchers worked around the clock, tirelessly, to find this piece. Very rare indeed. It is appraised at over 5,000 pounds. Don't let the history behind the piece deter you from taking it. It is much too valuable not to take it, not to keep it. It is inheritance for your family. It must be cherished forever. We uncovered the story behind this piece, and I'm sure you will be pleased and a little shocked at the same time. You see, the year was 1729, and your great-great-great-grandmother went out to the barn to look for her husband, your grandfather. He had been missing for 2 hours, and she had no idea where he went. She went over to the other stables, and behind the horses, there he was, laying on the ground in the hay, dead as a doornail. When they removed the body and took him for autopsy, they found this vase shoved up his ass. But please, do not worry. It has been washed 1,000,000 times, I'm sure. And we disinfected it as well. And besides that, it's worth 5,000 pounds.
This is horrible. You are not airing this show, and I will make sure of that. We are signing a confidentiality agreement as well. This is just not happening. I'm done. Out of here. So they left, but I am just so upset. I can't believe what's happened today. This has changed my life, all right. I can't go on, actually. I'm gonna burn all this stuff. I don't want anything. Oh my God.
Please, join us again on our next episode. We will present the genealogy of famous actor John Spelling.